up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a first impressions slash review slash try on haul of my Boxycharm. This is actually my first time ever receiving Boxycharm. I've never kind of seen the products in person. I've only seen them on YouTube and stuff. So I thought it'd be really fun for people who've been wanting to try it and aren't sure about it, for me to kind of review the products, tell you my personal opinions of them, and then actually try them on my face so you can see how they work and apply. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today, and we'll kind of go through all the products and try them together. I believe that I'll be able to try everything. So when you first open the box, you actually have this little card here. This month is Mother Nature, and it just says Boxycharm. On the back of the card is all of the products, their price points, so we can even add that up at the end and see how much the value of my box was worth. If you don't know what Boxycharm is, it's a monthly subscription service for 5 full-size products every single month, and you only pay $25 a month, which for me, I think that's absolutely insane. I know that all of the boxes are supposed to be valued at over $100, so you're already getting your money's worth when you think about it that way. But yeah, let's go ahead and we will pull out the first thing from the box, which is actually this Glam Glow Berry Glow probiotic recovery mask. This actually retails for $49, so this product alone already made the box worth it for me. I've used Glam Glow products in the past and I actually really like them. I know sometimes people don't really like them, but they've always worked really great for me. So it says that we have to leave this on for 10 minutes after we apply. So I'm actually going to apply this, and then I will get back to you guys after it's all done. But yeah, I'll go ahead and apply it right now, give you guys my impression of it. Can't have your glasses on when you apply it. But yeah, just open it up. This is what it looks like inside. It doesn't really smell like berries at all. Kind of just smells like chemicals, honestly. But I mean, Glam Glow products, some of them smell good and some of them don't. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. It says to just apply an even layer. So yeah, my hands are clean, by the way. My face is clean as well. I actually washed my face and my hands right before this, which if you're doing skincare, that's something that you should be doing. Really important. Make sure that your applicators are clean, and so is your canvas. First impressions already, I did wax my lip earlier today, so I was worried about it being really sensitive there. By the way, my lips are red because I used the Too Faced Lip Injections Extreme. It's not from the mask at all. But yeah, it feels really good. It's not irritating my upper lip. My upper lip is super sensitive, so if I put product on there immediately after waxing, I notice that that will be really sensitive and irritated, but it's definitely not. The rest of my skin feels really good right now. Oh wait, hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes. Starting.
Sorry,
now.
I almost forgot about doing that. But yeah, it feels really great. It says afterwards you can rinse if you would like, but it says for best results to tissue off and smoothen any excess. So that's actually what I might do. I might just kind of rub off the remains and then just kind of smooth it in and use it as a moisturizer. It feels really great though, honestly. So yeah, I will get back to you guys once these 10 minutes are up. We'll kind of rub it off a little bit and rub in the rest, and then we'll move on with the rest. 10 minutes, and I will say that my skin is so dry that I don't really think that I want to rub off the excess. It feels really good, so I'm just kind of rubbing it in. Yeah, because my skin is so dry that it honestly soaked that mask right up. But yeah, it felt really good. Honestly, I really like this mask. The only thing that I kind of want to watch out for is if I have any breakouts because of it. But I mean, my skin really is glowing from it and it looks really good. So yeah, so far I actually really love this. Let's move on. Let's try the next thing in the box. And I think I'm gonna do these two together. So first I got the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. This retails for $22. But yeah, we're gonna try this out. Kind of going along with this, we're also gonna try out the Studio Makeup Ease to Wear eyeshadow palette. This retails for $35. I will say it does feel a little cheap, like as far as like the packaging. Nothing against it. The formula could honestly probably be really great. But yeah, these are the shades here. I feel like we could create a really nice like kind of neutral look with these. So what I'm gonna do then off camera is I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows and carve them out, and then I will hop back on to apply the primer and the shadows and see what we think of them. Alright, so brows are on, so we are going to go ahead and jump in now to the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. I don't know if this is like a... Oh, okay, so it's a squeezy tube. I thought it would kind of be like the Urban Decay primer where it's kind of the tube, which I like, but this is okay as well. So I'm just going to squeeze out some of this on the back of my hand. And I'm going to use kind of a fluffy brush to apply it. I really like to apply my primers that way. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and apply it to the lid, the crease, the brow bone, kind of anywhere where I know I'm going to put shadow at. So yeah. It does, I will say it starts out kind of this like light tan color, but it kind of disappears. So if you're like one of those people that doesn't really care for the colored primers, you'd actually really like this. I don't mind a little pigment as long as it's my shade. But yeah, this is nice. It is already really sticky too, which I like. Overall though, it's applying really nicely. It's not pilling or kind of flaking off like I noticed some primers do. It's actually really nice. I can feel it kind of being sticky, which I really like when you're going to apply shadows. That way the shadows are able to kind of stick and hold a little bit better. But yeah, I think it's great so far. We are going to be using, like I said, the Studio Makeup Palette. I'm also doing my eyes first because there's a product in the box I want to use. Normally I do my face and then eyes, but for the sake of trying everything, we're going to do that. The first shade that I want to jump into, though, I think is Lace. It's kind of this really light nude color, and I think it'll be a really great transition color. So I am going to grab some of that. There is quite a bit of fallout in the palette, which doesn't really bother me. So yeah, I'm gonna apply this and see. Wow, there is a lot of fallout. Kind of flung everywhere. They're applying really smoothly though. I'm gonna maybe tap and see if that'll help. Yeah, that definitely helps. And I'm just applying this really high in the crease, just to kind of make way for the darker shadows I'm going to use. That way it's able to blend out really nicely. It's very faint in the crease because it is a really light shade, but that's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, overall, I mean, I think that shade is really pretty. I don't know if the camera's really picking it up with the lighting, but it definitely gave a little bit of definition. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and then we'll jump into the next shade. Like I said before, that shade is super light, so I'm sure that the camera is not picking it up. But that's kind of what I want, is a really light transition shade. Because the next color that I'm going to take is Bear. It's kind of like a cool tone nude, and I'm going to take that just on a fluffy brush. This is a Morphe M441. And I'm going to load up that brush with that Bear color here. Tap off the excess, and we're going to deepen up our crease with that. Wow, it's already like actually on the eye. I haven't swatched this palette at all. I kind of just went in with the eyes first just to see how it really applies, and it's actually applying really nicely. And it's really blending nicely into that transition shade too. Even though I'm just applying, I haven't really blended at all with this shade yet, which is really nice. I feel like this palette would be really great if you're just kind of getting into makeup and you're trying to still figure, you know, out like the style that you like, the shades that complement your skin tone and your eye color. This palette would be great for that because there's a lot of like kind of essentials in this palette. You know, there's some shimmers, there's a lot of blending shades, crease shades, light shades. If you have a darker complexion, I don't know how well most of these shades would work on you, so I could see that being an issue for someone who has a darker skin tone. Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit more of the lace shade, the first shade I started out with, back on the first brush that I used, and I'm just going to soften all of those edges from that color we just put on. Okay, I'm just going to do exactly what I did to this eye on the other eye. I'm going to go in with that dark shade again and then blend it out, and then I will hop back on for the next step. For the next shadow that I'm going to grab Fate, which is this dark brown, on a pencil brush. This one is from Mud. And I'm going to put this kind of in the lower, or the outer V of my eye, just to darken that up even more. And I'm also going to smudge it a little bit on my lash line, so when I put my liner down it'll look a little smoky. But yeah, I'm gonna apply this here. I did notice too on this eye the shadow was kind of blending off of my eye, but I do tend to have problems with that eye a lot, and I notice I don't have as many problems when I'm just using concealer. I notice it a lot when I am using eyeshadow primers. So that could just be my eyes, maybe not the product itself. Everything works differently for people. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of darken this here. And I'm really just placing it. I'm not worrying too much about if it's blending, because I'm gonna grab Bare again on that fluffy brush, that Morphe one, and then blend everything out. Next I want to put a shimmer on the lid. I did actually swatch them off camera. I really like that middle shade. It's kind of like a gold bronzy shade, which is the shade Gilded in the palette. So I'm actually going to grab that on my finger. I feel like it applies best, for me anyways, metallic shades with my finger. And I'm going to pop that on the lid. Kind of staying away from the outer and inner corner. I mean, I'm bringing it into the inner corner just a little bit, but I'm gonna put a different shade there. So that way when I have like that nice shimmer applied, I can take just a blending brush. It doesn't really have to have any extra shadow on it, but I'm gonna kind of blend that crease in that outer corner in. That way you can't tell where anything stops or starts at. Just like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. For my inner corner, I'm going to take this shade Sheen. It's kind of a shimmery shade, and I'm going to take that on a flat packing brush. And I'm going to put this in the inner corner and the tear duct, just to kind of highlight that area and brighten it a little bit. And then I'm going to use a fluffy brush just to blend out the edges a little bit, so it's not as harsh. That way, since the eyes are so dark, they'll still kind of be opened up. I am going to go ahead and do my winged eyeliner just with my my eyeliner. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly off camera. I did go ahead and apply my wings. And the next thing that I'm going to grab out of my box is these right here. Let me grab my card. These are the I Am Beauty Care Dead Sea Minerals and Vitamin C Serum Makeup Remover Wipes. These retail for $17. I'm going to use one of these actually to clean up my shadow. That's why I went ahead and did this first, in case we had a lot of fallout. And I also want to kind of clean up the edges and cut my wing a little bit more. These actually smell really good, which is surprising. I usually don't really like a lot of the smells of makeup wipes. But yeah, I'm going to use this here just to really clean and sharpen everything up. On the package too, it claims that it even removes waterproof mascara. So I'll have to try that and let you guys know and see if it actually does. Waterproof mascara is usually really hard to remove. I also like these makeup wipes because I was reading the ingredients and they don't have any oil in them. Oil makeup wipes tend to break me out really bad. So the fact that these don't have it is really great. The next thing that I'm going to grab from the box then is going to be this here. So this actually didn't come included in this month's box. This was my free gift for signing up. I don't know if they do that every single month, but I thought that that was really cool that not only did they give you the 5 full-size products, they also gave you a free gift for signing up this month. This is the Shea Butter and Vitamin B3 Seawater Sweet Almond Deluxe Hyaluronic Acid Vivifying Face and Eye Night Cream. Whew, okay. So I think that this is eye safe. I have eyeshadow on though, so I'm not going to be able to use it there, but I am going to use this almost as a moisturizer. It does say night cream, but I like really thick moisturizers. So I'm going to take just a little bit of this here and apply this on the face, kind of on top of that hydrating mask that we already have. I like really thick moisturizers under my foundation because, like I said, my skin's really dry. So it helps prevent me from looking too cakey or crepey. This smells really, really good. This smells like something from like Estee Lauder or something. I don't know. And it feels really nice too. Yeah, I really, really like that. That feels really nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera, as far as, you know, foundation, lashes, contour, and everything. And then I will be right back on for the last product in the box. It's taking me so long to film, so my lighting is kind of going away. I'm sorry if things are really dark. But I do have one last thing in the box to review, and that is this here. So this is the Gerard Cosmetics lip pencil. This is in the shade Immortal, and this retails for $16 normally. I've never used Gerard Cosmetics. I actually really only remember them like back in the day when Jaclyn Hill first started. She did a collaboration with them, and I remember I used to want to try them, but I didn't have a job at the time because I was young, so I had never gotten a chance to try them, so I'm actually really excited about this. The shade is really pretty. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of like a berry pink shade. I can actually swatch it on the back of my hand. It's actually pretty freaking red now that I'm looking at it. It's like a really, yeah, that's more red. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. I thought it was more pink. It looked pink, but I would say that that's more red. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my lips. Right off the bat, this is a drier pencil, I can already tell. It doesn't glide on as easy as some of my other pencils do. Still, this is a super, super pretty shade though. That is the lip pencil on. I actually really like the color. I think I'm gonna top this with MAC Ruby Woo. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know where my MAC lipstick in Ruby Woo is. I think that this lip pencil is so dry because it's matte. I think that's why I wanted to grab Ruby Woo, because it is a really just matte lipstick. But I am gonna take Fenty's liquid lipstick. This is the Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored. It's one of my favorite matte red lipsticks of all time. So I'm actually just going to put this over top of the lip liner. I think it may be, yeah, it's pretty freaking close to that. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that over the lip liner. Yeah, that's really gorgeous. I'm actually really excited that wasn't, like, if you look at it, it looks kind of, I guess it kind of does look red. I don't know, maybe I just seen it wrong at first. I thought it was more of a berry color, but I'm super actually excited that it's a red because I don't have a red lip liner for when I wear my red lips. This one at first, it does tend to bleed if you don't put it on the right way because it's so liquid. But when it dries down, it's a really, really pretty, just velvet kind of matte. I actually really like that lip pencil, and I like the fact that it's red. So yeah, kind of overview of the box. So with everything combined, not including the free gift that I got for signing up, my box was retail valued $139 for everything that I got. So that to me is well worth the $25. There was some things that I really did like in the box. The Glam Glow Berry Glow Mask, this is a freaking 10 out of 10. I love the way that my skin felt, even with it just sitting and soaking in. I could definitely see me just leaving this on overnight and rinsing it off in the morning. My skin felt really plump and it felt really soft, so this was freaking awesome. The next thing that I really liked, I did like the night cream. I want to do kind of a thicker layer of this and try it overnight, maybe even in conjunction with the mask. I think that that would be really great for my dry skin, especially with kind of seasons changing right now. The eyeshadow primer, I also really like. It does remind me of the Shadow Insurance Too Faced primer, and it also reminds me of the Urban Decay primer potion. I wish that there was a wand in it. It's not a huge deal that you have to squeeze it out. It's probably more sanitary that way. But yeah, I really do like this primer. The eyeshadow palette. Honestly, this reminds me of Urban Decay's old Naked and Naked 2 formula. There is some really great shades in here, and let me get a little bit closer so you can actually see the eye look. So it is really pretty. I do like the way that my eyes turned out today. I honestly think that I'll probably just give this away to my mom or something. I feel like she would use it way more than me. The shades are pretty pigmented. I haven't swatched them besides the metallics I did swatch, but applying to the eyes, they did apply really nicely. I just feel like I have a lot in my collection already that kind of looks like this, but if you don't have something that looks like this, I think that you would really have enjoyed this because it is like a really great everyday palette just to grab and use. I didn't have to use any other shades. I could only like just use this palette and be good. I did a whole look with it, so I really enjoyed that aspect of it. Let's see, makeup wipes. I don't use makeup wipes all the time. I prefer to use cleansing balms, but I could see myself using this to kind of clean up eyeshadow, which it worked really great for, and I do kind of want to put it to the test and see if it actually does remove waterproof mascara. Like I said before, I like the fact that it doesn't have any oils in it, because oil makeup wipes, which is normally what they use to kind of break down makeup, it does tend to make me break out. I don't know if it's just because with makeup wipes they don't really recommend cleansing after. You're supposed to just wipe and go, and kind of leaving that oil on your skin sometimes can be really hard for it, if it's not a very good oil at that. So I'll have to kind of test these more, but I did like the way that they cleaned up my eyeshadow today. And then as far as the lip pencil, I actually really like it. Again, I think it was a little dry because it's supposed to be matte. So maybe with that, you know, I could have used a lip balm to have it apply a little bit smoother. But I'm really excited to have a red lip pencil. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty impressed with this month's box. I mean, I think it being valued at, what did I say, $139. I think that's freaking awesome. And I can see myself definitely using some of these products again. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this box, this month's Boxycharm, and let me know if you want to subscribe to it, if this made you interested in it. Overall, like I said, I think $25 is a great price to pay for 5 freaking full-size makeup products, especially if you're a makeup junkie like me, just wanting to keep collecting and trying new brands without having to spend a bunch of money to do so. But yeah, let me know also down below what kind of looks you guys want to see from me, or reviews. I do want to do a review on the Jeffree Star Cremated palette. Fingers crossed I can actually get it, because I know that I've had problems in the past not being able to actually get in with everybody to get the palette. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching me kind of play and try on the makeup I got in my Boxycharm. And make sure to share this video with your friends if you like it, and I will see you guys next time.